Hey, shalom, shalom. Hope you're all having a blessed day. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and to the different camp heads that are in the different states and different countries. May Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai ease the burden and pressures that you have to go through being in the position that you're in, especially in these times and the up and coming times that we're about to be faced with. You're going to be tested more than ever, as everybody is, but more so those who are leading, right? And also just want to say shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwam Yasha Allah, and about the ball, man. America's going down. Now, I'm going to title this, I don't really know what I'm going to title it yet, but it's going to be along the lines of the Lord of the Flies. And if you watched the debate between Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris, you'll notice that a fly here, and this happened about 4 days ago, so this is recent. You'll notice that a fly lands on his head, and it stays there for a good minute while he's moving his head back and forth. Now, a lot of people are saying that the fly could be a drone, it could be fake, it could be set up, but it doesn't matter, because what you saw is a fly, man. And when you look at the biology and makeup of a fly and the instincts of a fly, what are flies attracted to? Flies are attracted to filth, especially shit or poop. Okay, flies love filthy things, and it's just showing you what these people are about. They're about filth, and they're Satanists, man. These people behind the scenes, when they're not dressed up in their suit and tie, they are Satanists, man. They do some very disgusting things behind the scenes, and it's a well-known fact that these politicians, they're dirty and corrupt. A lot of them are Masons, man. A lot of them are Masons, and they practice high-level witchcraft and sorcery. Okay? So that fly that hops on his head is for a reason, and it shows that this guy serves Beelzebub, Lord of the Demons, man, Lord of the Flies, which is just another alias for Baal, which Baal goes back to an ancient Canaanite deity that those Canaanites worshipped back in the ancient world. And Baal is associated with filth. To serve Baal, you got to be very dirty. And you know, you Hamites, man, you Hamites are freaking filthy. You're some of the dirtiest of the nations, man. You do some dirty, decrepit things. If you want to get technical, watch something called on YouTube Mundo Magic. I remember a former brother who was a part of the camp, he used to go crazy about that. I believe it was Ibar. He used to talk about Mundo Magic and cut these Hamites up. But if you want to get technical and see what I'm talking about, go check it out, Mundo Magic. And they do some very filthy things. They play in doo-doo. They roll in cow feces. They drink pee. They eat poop. Right? So that's what you have to be about if you want to serve Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. So I'm going to play the clip, and then I'm going to get some scriptures.
This presumption that you hear consistently from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris that America is systemically racist, and that, as Joe Biden said, that he believes that law enforcement has an implicit bias against minorities, is a great insult.
So this guy's saying that what does presumptuous mean? It just means that you assume something to be what it is, all right, or you anticipate before the fact, okay, or you assume something is something before you have proof. And basically he's saying that they're assuming that these cops, that they're racist, and that pretty much the United States is racist when he goes on to talk This guy's a damn devil, man. It's blatantly evident that the police, they're very corrupt, and there's a lot of footage out there that shows that they go up, they attack and target minorities, man. You have something called stop and frisk. Who does that attack? Who is that made for? It's made for you tribes, you minorities, man. Which he's calling you minorities, which that means you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Who makes up a large majority of the prison population? You tribes, man. So who's involved with that? The police. They arrest you and then you go to jail or you go to prison. So yeah, you are targeted. So this guy's a devil. This guy's a devil. This guy is a devil. And guess what? A lot of you tribes, you're gonna vote these guys back into power. These are the people that represent you, or that you chose to represent you. These people. Anyway.
To the men and women who serve in law.
So you see that? The fly just hits his head after he said his rhetoric, his bullshit. That's showing you he's full of shit. And he's a piece of shit.
Law enforcement, and I want everyone to know who puts on the uniform of law enforcement every day that President Trump and I stand with you. And it is remarkable that when Senator Tim Scott tried to pass a police reform bill, brought together a group of Republicans and Democrats, Senator Harris, you got up and walked out of the room. And then you filibustered Senator Tim Scott's bill.
So the police is perfect. He's telling you the police is perfect, how it's set up is perfect, and that we don't have to change anything to fit your needs. We don't have to change anything. This guy has no remorse in his speech, man. He didn't even try to attempt and say, look, there are some issues and we're going to do our best to resolve it. He wouldn't even lie about that. He just came out flat out saying, look niggas, spics, you tontos, the police is the police and this is the way we want it. That's basically what he's saying. With the fly in his head. And you notice the fly is not moving. He's moving his head, boggling it back and forth. Fly's still there. So that's what these people are about. They're filthy and they worship Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. They're filthy.
On the Senate floor that would have provided new accountability, new resources. Look, we don't have to choose between supporting law enforcement, improving public safety, and supporting our African American neighbors and all of our minorities. Under President Trump's leadership, we'll always stand with law enforcement and we'll do what we've done from day one, and that is improve the lives of African Americans.
Thank you, Vice
Record
President
unemployment, record
Vice
investments
President
in
Pence, your time
education,
is
and we'll
up.
fight for school choice for all of our minorities.
Thank you, Vice President.
I'd like to respond.
Some bullshit. So here's this one. With fly lands on Hillary Clinton's face during the debate. This was back in 2018 here. Let's check this out. Now, before I play the clip here, you have to take into account that Hillary Clinton is a well-known high-level witch, and she has a lot of scandals coming out against her with the whole adrenochrome. You can look up adrenochrome and what it is, but she's been involved with that, the whole Pizzagate, child sex trafficking, all these wicked things. I believe there was a video that got leaked out of her carving off the face of a child and wearing the actual child's face on her own face to scare the child, so the child can produce, I believe, that hormone, which is adrenochrome, which is in the blood. And the reason for that is so they can harvest that blood for magical purposes. So that's what they're involved in. This is information that's coming up. Go look it out yourself. I'm not making this up. Go look it up yourself. So that's what they're involved in. So I'm going to play the clip here.
Let me start by saying that so much of what he's just said is not right, but he gets to run his campaign any way he chooses. He gets to decide what he wants to talk about.
to the average person that watches this, they'll think that this is nothing, but this is a spiritual thing. It's just showing you how filthy they are. The Lord is doing this for a reason, to mock these people, to expose them. And only a spiritual man will understand that. And only a spiritual man will see this. Yep, it was a fly. So that proves that. Now let's get into the scriptures. This is Judges chapter 2, verse 11. I'm just going to go into Baal, right? Give you a little synopsis, little background here. So this is Judges chapter 2, verse 11. And the children of Yasha'Allah did evil in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai and served Balaam. And they forsook Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, the power of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods, and the gods of the people that were round about. So the people that were round about represents the heathen nations that are not a part of the nation of Israel. Round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked Yahweh Bashem Yoshai to anger. And when you dabble on the left-hand side and you worship these other gods of the nations, and you defile yourself with wizards and warlocks, sorcerers, astrology, and those things, you're really provoking the Lord to anger, because you're not supposed to do those things. You are supposed to be a holy people, a separate people unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. Okay, and a holy people just really means a people of truth, a people of purity. Okay, verse 13, and they forsook Yahweh Bashem Yoshai and served Baal and Ashtaroth, and that's Baal. Baal is just another alias for Beelzebub. Now I'm going to get the word Baal here. Baal means Lord. Alright, so that's what it means. Owner, husband, Lord. Lord used of foreign gods. Alright, so that's Baal. That's the god Baal. Now I want to get to the point here. Oh, computer froze. Give me 1 second. There we go. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 24. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow doth not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. And this is Yahweh Shai, right? He is basically performing miracles. And it just shows you that the people back then, like the people of today, are the same, man. They're very ignorant, and they didn't really understand what Yahweh Shai was all about. And you still have Israelites like that today. They don't know anything about Yahweh Shai. They think they do, but they don't. Yahweh Shai was misunderstood. And a lot of the prophecies that were written by the prophets of old that were before Yahweh Shai, speaking of it, that wrote and spoke about his coming, it went over the people's heads, man. It went way over the people's head. They didn't really understand. They didn't understand the prophecies of what spirit he was going to come in. So that's why you hear inartful comments like these. Or you're going to read in artful comments like these. And that applies today. A lot of people don't know what Yahweh Shai looked like. People are saying his name wrong, not taking his name in vain, and doing all manners of wickedness and stupidness or stupidity. Right? You have those people. They're back here today, and guess what? They're people that that claim to be in the faith. They do the most slandering, and it comes in the form of mocking his men that he has set up. A lot of people today are crucifying Yahweh Shai a second time, man. A lot of you people are doing that. You people that are in the know, who know that you're Israelites, you're really crucifying Yahweh Shai a second time. And guess what? You're going to have to pay for that, man. You're going to have to pay for that. So now I just want to get the word Beelzebub here. In the Greek, Beelzebub says Beelzebub equals Lord of the house, a name of Satan, the prince of evil spirits. Now here's the point. Okay, Beelzebub derived the name from Lord of the Flies, a false god of the Ekronites. So it's another word for Baal too, but that's another alias that he has, Lord of the Flies. And that's what you saw here, Lord of the Flies. And that's the same gods that they worship. Remember, we live in Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great, it took on all the ancient customs of all these other nations that were in the past. Took on all their customs and they wrapped it all into one big philosophy over here. So they worship everything over here, especially Beelzebub. So just keep that in mind, man. And that's who these people worship behind the scenes. Now, speaking of behind the scenes, let's get Psalm 64. Let's get Psalm 64, the secret counsels. So this is Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Who's our enemies, man? These people. These people are our enemies. These people are our enemies. And the people that back them, man. Because really, these guys are puppets, low-level guys, compared to who's really running the show, which is the elite banking families. They set these two degenerates up here. They're little cronies. Okay, so it says, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And these people, they practice their craft in secret, and they have a secret counsel. And basically that's to cut Israel off from being a nation, pursuing to Psalms 83, and also Psalms, the 2nd chapter. When you go into those, it talks about how the heathen, they have a crafty counsel. And these are their crafty counsels, man. A part of their crafty counsels to keep you Israelites in subjection. And guess who they go to? They go to their demons on the left-hand side, Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies, the Lord of Filth. And they do all types of manner of magic to accuse you. So you can't get in the good graces of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. That's right, and that's what David wanted, man. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Protect me. Protect me. And guess what? A lot of you tribes, you ain't asking for protection. You're asking for these guys to get in office to change your life. When these people are against you. These people are against you. They're just there to push up their political career and get their accolades and look good. Get paid. Get paid, sit in the shade, sip some lemonade, and get laid. That's all they want to do, man. Right? From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Wickedness, man. Insurrection of the workers of wickedness and iniquity. Because that's what they conjure up. Wickedness, man. And you saw how this devil was proud, man. This man's wicked. This is a wicked man. This guy said that what they were saying about police brutality is presumptuous, meaning that they just assume that there's a problem without actually looking at the facts. When there is facts out there is facts that America is a very racist place. The police force is very racist. They have a lot of racist policies that are systemic. Very systemic, ingrained in their system, like stop and frisk. It's very racist. Jim Crow. It's very racist. Okay, and guess who was a part of enforcing that? The police. The police. And police, they get a slap on the wrist when they kill you tribes, man. They don't get any type of punishment. They may go to a bullshit trial and then they get off scotch-free, and then they get paid leave. And then they just retire, and then they get a slap on the wrist, and they live good. That's what happens to them, man. So this guy is a wicked man. And she's wicked too, man. Fuck that bitch. They're all wicked, man. Alright, so it says, verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Yeah, and how they say who shall see them is by them conjuring up demons to work on their behalf. Conjuring up actual demons, man. They get their candles. They put each candle in the point of the star, where on each point of the star, they draw a circle, and then they chant their enchantments, man. And conjuring up demons. And also, to conjure up a demon, you need blood. You need a type of sacrifice, man. Blood. That's what these people are into. Sacrifice. Conjuring up a demon. Now, don't get any thoughts, man, for you people that are new, because don't lose your faith in the Lord, because a lot of you who are gonna lose your faith, and you're gonna go look up how to summon a demon to be your friend, to do things for you. If you're an Israelite and you're doing that, man, you better get out of that, man. You better get out of that. Now, let me get Ephesians chapter 6, because we're up against principalities out here. This is Ephesians chapter 6. I'm going to get started at the 12th verse. For we wrestle. Actually, let me start at this. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So does that mean you go get yourself a bulletproof vest? Kevlar or Teflon, whatever the fuck they call it. I think it's Kevlar. The material. Does that mean you get a Kevlar bulletproof vest? I believe that's how you say it. I think it's Kevlar or Teflon. I always get the two confused. I don't know why. No, it's telling you to put on the 100% truth. The whole 100% truth. And guess what? Who's got it? Who's got it? GMS. That's right. Great Millstone. And the prophets on down who learned from GMS. They got it. The whole armor. That's the whole truth. Which represents the name of Yahweh Bashem El Shai in these precepts. Okay? That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And what is wiles? It's tricks. Wiles just means tricks. Methodia, which is really method. Lie in wait, wile, cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. And that's witchcraft. It's trickery. So they're going to be using witchcraft. Cunning arts, which is really the dark arts. Dark arts. And you know what comes with those dark arts? Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies, and these other deities that they worship, man. Right? So that's what's going to protect us. That name and this truth. The name of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, the law, statute, commandments, and the things that are written in this book, man. They are to our benefit. That's what will protect us against the trickery and wiles of the devil. The snares. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So high places, top high level demons. And when you go into Beelzebub, he's a high level demon. Right? Let's get Beelzebub. He's like the seventh devil. That's a high level demon. And you know what the number 7 means? It means completion, man. There we go. I'm just too slow to type it. So let's get that. Let's get that. He's a high level demon. So Beelzebub or Beelzebub is a name derived from a Philistine god, formerly worshipped in Ekron, later adopted by the Abrahamic religions as a major demon. So that's a high-level demon, major demon. Look at this guy. Well, that's how they depict him. That's a big demon, man. These are the things that people are conjuring up. This is what you're up against. And guess what? You can't win if you don't have Yahweh Bashem El Shai, because Satan's strong as fuck. He's D's, yo. Later adopted by some Abrahamic religions as a major demon. The name Beelzebub is associated with the Canaanite god Baal. So they're synonymous. In theological sources, predominantly Christian, Beelzebub is another name for Satan. He is known in demonology as one of the 7 princes of hell. It's a high-level demon. 7 princes of hell. And 7 is a number of completion. So he's a high-level demon. And he comes hard. So if you ain't coming hard with 100% of this truth, you're fucked. And that's why you see these camps out here waxing worse. Nate coming up on these videos saying that the name of the Lord is gonna change, man. Man, Satan has that guy, man. That guy's finished. Talking all this nonsense. A lot of you camps out there that don't have this truth, you're caught up in this, man. You're gonna be taken, man. Or you're taken already. He is known in demonology as one of the 7 princes of hell. Beelzebub as being capable of flying, known as Lord of the Flyers or the Lord of the Flies. There you go, man. High level demon, man. So it says here, high places, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. That's right. So it's going to take everything that you got. All your will, all your faith, all your strength. So guess what? You can't be lukewarm. You got to be a soldier. You can't be half and half. Just do the bare minimum. That's why the apostles say when they're done making a lesson, on to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one, man. Because you gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving, man. You gotta keep building to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And the moment you stop, you're fucked. Unless you're a part of the elect, the Lord could save you, but you don't want to test the Lord on that. So let me read this one more time. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, so not half of the armor, the whole armor, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So what evil day is it talking about? The day of Yahushai's return. The day when this place collapses, it gets destroyed. You better have that armor on. You better have that brigandine armor, that spiritual armor. And guess what? Your money can't save you. Your bunker can't save you. Your land, your silver, your gold. Your baby mama can't save you. Big daddy can't save you. Your sugar daddy can't save you. Your sugar mama can't save you. Right? Nobody can save you, man. The only one that can save you is Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. And you better have that thawa. You better have that thawa. Now, verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt with truth. Okay, so it says, stand therefore, having your loins girt. So you got to stand up like a man. You got to take a stand. That's why the Lord says, go out into the highways and byways. Stand. Take a stand. Go out there and prophesy. Stand up for what you believe in. And gird up your loins. Pull up your pants. Not sagging your ass. Or sagging your pants to show your ass. Because a lot of our people are into that, man. Wearing baggy pants. Showing their ass. You got to pull up your pants and stand for what's right. And that's very hard to do. Okay? It's very hard to do. But that's the point, man. It's supposed to be hard because you live in a wicked place. So it's supposed to be hard. Supposed to be hard. Serving the Lord is going to be hard in a wicked land. It is. So get over it. Girt about with truth and having the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. What is the gospel? The gospel is the good news. And that's what we're bringing out, the good news. You know what the good news is? People like this are going to go into slavery. This guy, this devil is going to be going to slavery. This terror bitch, she's going to be going to slavery. This lady is going to be going to slavery. All our enemies are going to be going into slavery under Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. That's the good news. And guess what? Yasha Allah is going to reign supreme under Yahweh Shai and King David on down. That's the good news, man. That's the good news. And we got a lot to look forward to. So why not talk about it? We need to talk about these things. Why not? Above all, taking the shield of faith. So faith is a shield. Your belief is an actual shield, man. And you only need a little bit of faith. You only need a mustard seed of faith, the smallest seed. That's all the faith you need that can protect you, man. That belief in that name, that small belief in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, that can protect you. And guess what? It only gets better. Your faith will grow on from there. So, man, having faith is an actual shield. It's an actual defense. But you have a lot of individuals that get on other individuals for having faith. Faith-based Israelites. You know, these inartful comments, man. Backhanded comments. You know, a lot of you people are going to pay for that, man. You're going to have to eat them words when the Lord returns. Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. And that's synonymous for Hebrews 4 and 12. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. Let's get it. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and the spirit, and of the joints and the marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. So that's what we're taking up with these scriptures. And when we read it, it cuts these devils, man. That's why they censor the videos. That's why the word is getting out at such an alarming rate, man, because it's cutting this world in half. It's cutting the wicked spirit of this world. It's cutting it, shredding it, dicing it, slicing and dicing it. And a lot of these people out here, they're convicted, man. They're convicted, and you know, they're getting dreams about, after when they hear these words that you speak, they're getting dreams, they're getting night terrors about Yahushua coming and destroying this kingdom. Remember that happened to I believe that was Abimelech when he took Abraham's wife, man. Guess what happened to the Lord? Guess what happened to him? The Lord visited him in dreams. And that was a top ruler. And Abraham was a servant, man. So if you're a servant of the Lord bringing these words out, man, these elites, they're getting visited in their dreams, man. So just think about that. Anyway, that's all that I had here. Yeah, so I hope it was edifying. So let me move on. Just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. That belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Also, Kwam Yashahala and Ababa Ball. Shalom. On to the next one.